GM, everyone. I'm Peter from Nearweek, your source of what's next on Near, and I would like to welcome you all to the February edition of the Near Protocol Town Hall. A lot of very big announcements have been made throughout the month of February, and especially the last couple of days have been super eventful. Almost hard to keep up with what's actually going on in the ecosystem, which makes me even more excited about this town hall. So let's get into it. As always, our first presenter is the co-founder of Near Protocol, the man who put the T in GPT, Ilya Pulusukin. I'm just going to add you to the stage, Ilya. Hello, Ilya. Do you hear us?
Yes, hello. Hey, everyone. Hope you're having a good start of the February. We've had the bang on January, and the world is just accelerating into that.
Awesome. I'm just going to add your slides to the stage, Ilya, and yeah, take it away.
Sounds good. All right, awesome. Yeah, so I wanted to start because this is like a proper town hall since beginning of the year on the North Star for Near Foundation and kind of how we're thinking about the like organizing and setting goals going forward. So high level, what Near has been becoming is really this vertically integrated AI commerce platform, right? We focused a lot and continue growing our Near Intents product and platform to really enable this cross-chain, but also same chain, new assets, kind of new way of trading across crypto. And we are starting to see Web2 kind of real world assets starting to come in as well, right? So at the same time, AI is clearly becoming the way we're going to interact with computing. This went from, Ilya talking about it to now a ton of people experimenting with their kind of agents, and I'll talk about it a little bit later. And so what we're really bringing is a platform where all of these things are integrated into one solution, where you can trust, you have privacy, and you know that you're operating on a neutral open market to participate in this economy. So you can think of it as combining blockchain, Near Intents, and Near AI into one kind of vertically integrated stack, where blockchain provides our settlement at scale, privacy, extensibility through smart contracts. We have intents that are really enabling this global unstoppable liquidity, global markets that connect all Web3 and Web2. And we have AI that provides us this verifiable private AI that gets smarter every day. So each one of these has its own, obviously, go-to-market. There's a ton of people who are using it. We definitely put a lot of focus on intents last year, and coming this year, this has been an exciting and amazing progress, right? Even with market going down, the intents volume kind of continues to creep up and grow. And more kind of announcements. DeFi just today went out that they integrated Near Intents, like bringing more volume to this. So across the board, we have amazing growth. I'll talk about AI in a second, and obviously blockchain continues to showcase, with 1 million TPS, the scale. We're going to talk about privacy in the coming few weeks, really allowing anyone to build things like Hot just launched their limit order book on top of Near Intents, showcasing the extensibility. So how do we measure winning, right? Like we say, hey, this is how Near wins. Well, the reality is at the end, it's all about creating value for others, right? And that's the way to measure this is revenue. I think like historically, we've tried to measure monthly active users, we've tried to measure TDL. All of these have not really been that useful, and sometimes were too easy to kind of for people to game, right? Because the idea is to then apply this to across the ecosystem and bring more and more projects to align with this. And so measuring revenue as a kind of end goal really creates alignment for everyone that like they need to create value and somebody else needs to pay for it. Obviously, there's ways to buy revenue, etc. And so like we are talking about here but profitable revenue with positive margin. Now, think of this as kind of growing revenue to create Near to be the environment where we are cash positive, near flow positive, right? As we're reducing inflation on one side, we can and increase demand on Near from the revenue on the other side, effectively becoming near flow positive. And so that's a very important, obviously, for the whole ecosystem. And we're going to be rolling out more updates going into NearCon and at NearCon around this. So I'm not going to spoil too much, right? There's only like less, I guess, like 2 weeks left until then. So just kind of keep tight on this. I know people are very excited and interested in with what are we doing with revenue, how much kind of more revenue we can generate from intents, etc. So all of that is coming. It allows us to really prioritize how we're building and what we're building to kind of grow this consistently. It also means we've been saying no to a lot of things, right? So Near Foundation stopped grants a while ago. We have been still doing investments and some of the kind of partnership M&A type thing conversations, but we have stopped that either as well, because at the end, like they have a very long, like investments in M&A have a very long return and like low likelihood. We see market obviously reshaping. A lot of teams are running out of money across Web3 in general, and so it's really hard to kind of if we try to evaluate every single deal, every single conversation, when we have something on our hands with intent and with AI to really drive forward. And so we're really focusing our efforts on that across the board. Obviously, Legion and other ecosystem partners continue helping out with new projects, etc. But we're not doing like financial investments into that. Now, switching gears, right? This is kind of the North Star, this high-level goals. We're focusing our efforts across Near AI, Near Intents, how to grow revenue. At the same time, the world is changing, right? The things that I've been talking about, that kind of Near ecosystem been talking about, where agents are on the front end, AI on the front end, blockchain on the back end. It's really happening now, right? We've seen Clawbot, which now renamed to OpenClaw, went viral over the weekend on 26th, and then a Moldbook, which is like a social network for agents, was created on 28th, and then starting this week, everybody's seeing different ways of agents using crypto to participate in the economy. It's still pretty early. It's still very toy examples. So although this is huge hype and everybody's excited, it's still just toy examples, and a lot of it is just a bunch of new coins. But the core idea is there. Your agent is able to improve itself. It's able to build new tools. It's able to connect and use different tools. And so we're really going now from, hey, it's agents happening, to this is really agents are economic actors, right? They're able to do work. They're able to do jobs, and they're able to pay. They're able to receive payments. And so here, this is really the opportunity for us to showcase all of this infrastructure that we built over the past now how many years, that this is the best infrastructure to run all of this on. So we've had a bunch of exciting work, right? So first of all, we have a wait list right now, and we let already a bunch of people on to run OpenClaw inside Near AI Cloud. Right? OpenClaw is your kind of personalized agent. It usually runs on a computer. It needs full access to file system to run different things, so it can build its own tools, it can call things, etc. But it's very insecure, right? Because effectively, if you run it on your machine, it can take over your machine and do something. At the same time, there's people who are like, what if I run it somewhere else? The thing is, like, you then give all your data somewhere else, right? You're giving whatever hosting platform everything about you, all your credentials. And so people have been running it on Mac Minis, right? They've been buying a separate computer just to run this, right? Which is costing $1,000. And so what you can do with Near AI Cloud is really run it in the cloud with guarantees that nobody can see all your information, right? It's as if it was local, but you get all this ability to spin it up in 1 minute or even less, and really start to use it. So waitlist is open. We're letting people in, and we're targeting hopefully in a week to open it up for everyone and really enable this to easy use. Now there's still a lot, like the whole architecture is really exciting, but there's a lot to make it kind of secure with your primary credentials. So be careful for now how you use it. But this is something that we're really pushing forward, how to make this truly your agent that is aligned with you, that has all your memory information, and at the same time secure, is not leaking it anywhere. Including to AI inference providers like Anthropic and OpenAI, etc. The other thing, I actually don't have a slide here, we released from Near AI that you can use Anthropic, you can use OpenAI and Gemini in your Near AI private chat as well as API cloud. What this means is you don't get, obviously, end-to-end privacy, right? These companies are still seeing the requests that are sent to them, but they don't store the memory, they don't store the information, they don't store, and they don't see who you are, who you're using, right? They just see that some user of Near AI Cloud is using it. Across all of the users, right, it's all mixed in. There's no way to individually retrieve that information on their side. So we call it anonymized instead of private in this case. But this allows to have kind of more robust system where you can have, for some more private tasks, using kind of fully end-to-end private models, and then for some things maybe that require harder thinking, planning, etc., that maybe models yet not clearing in OpenWeight, you can switch to the kind of one of the centralized models. And so you can use them kind of interchangeably now from the same API, from the same UI, and keep your data, keep your memory, keep your OpenClaw private on the back of that. So really enables kind of a new way of mixing and matching these models. Now, the other thing that I was mentioning, right, we have obviously Near Intents and we have Near AI. There's been a lot of questions how they work together. Well, we just launched the agent marketplace, right? So this is early alpha, but it's really about bringing these two concepts together into this final product, right? And the way to think about it is this is a generic marketplace where agents can do anything, can ask for anything, right? And this is purely intent-based, right? Agents describe their intent, the outcome they want, and then match with another agent, what we usually call a solver. They create effectively a contract. The other agent does the work, and then there's a way to dispute if the work was done correctly or not. And this can do anything digital, but also you can have physical, where the other agent needs to submit the proof that the physical work was done, the product was delivered, the Amazon package was shipped, etc. You can trade information, you can run long-term jobs that require kind of more resources. So all of this is really kind of enabling this generic intent economy that is fully agentic on the front end, and using blockchain for escrow, for kind of dispute resolution systems on the back end. It uses Near as a currency as well, and so kind of the idea is that agents can freely exchange Near to then also go and pay for their APIs, for inference, for storage on Near AI Cloud. So really kind of enabling the economy for agents. Again, this is alpha. There's like only beginning on the amount of tasks, the way the matching works, etc. There's a lot of work to be done to make this robust and scale. But I encourage everyone to spin up their agent, and as you start serving it from Near AI Cloud, and actually plug it in there and let it either submit tasks, so you can deposit some Near for it, or actually do some of the tasks and get paid. So I'm really excited. All of these pieces really coming together. We're gonna have your personal agent that's focused on you, that's aligned with you, that's user-owned on a front end. This is gonna be how you interact with computing, how you get things done. The agent will be proactive. It will know everything about you, and it will keep that information private. It will not leak it. And then you will have this agentic marketplaces in intent infrastructure to really coordinate and cooperate between different agents, between different parties, to trade, to exchange information, to get things done. So all of this is happening. It's happening really quick. I'm excited to see whoever is able to make it to NearCon to talk more about all of this. Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming, Ilya. That was a great explanation of everything that's going on currently. And before we go on to the next presenter, I just want to highlight reading the latest piece on intents that Ilya has posted lately on his Substack called Attention. It's all about how intents, near intents, can serve as a unified commerce layer for the age of AI. Super interesting, and really gives you a brilliant picture of where this whole industry is moving and why blockchain and the products that Near have built fit perfectly to serve the exactly the needs of agents. So, big recommendation, go read it. All right. Next up, we have Bowen from Stableflow. Hello, Bowen.
Hey, Harry.
Hey, how's it going?
Good.
All
Thank you
right,
for-
Bowen. So the stage is yours. If you want to share screen,
Sure. Yeah,
let me
share screen.
know.
Yeah, I'll
Just
share my screen right now.
remove mine.
This.
Yeah, I saw a pretty awesome post. Someone deposited, or someone used Stableflow to move 400K to Hyperliquid.
Yeah, we've been processing some transactions into
Yeah,
Hyperliquid.
that's super cool. Really great to see product working and people using. I think you guys have been doing an amazing job.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, Bowen, stage is yours.
Cool. Hi everyone. My name is Bowen. I'll go by social 0x2credit. I'm working on a project called Stableflow, and that's being we launched late last year, and now it was a protocol entirely built on top of Near Intent and leveraging the tech stack of Near Intent, and focusing on delivering the best stablecoin transfer, cross-chain transfer experience to the market. So yeah, and setting the context a little bit, why we did Stableflow is the market has a quite clear signal, right? Although like Bitcoin and everything else is dumping nonstop, but the market cap of stablecoin just keep going up, and its only clear trajectory is going to going to $1 billion market cap like in the next like 1 or 2 years at the most. So the growth is accelerating, but the infrastructure is not, and hence we see the opportunity by addressing the problem. We can probably earn some market shares and also serving the real needs in the market. So what we saw in the market is although this stablecoin market cap has been growing, but the frictions of moving stablecoins across chains, specifically like namely Solana, Hyperliquid, and Tron, etc. No EVMs. The frictions of moving stablecoins, and also on top of that, swapping between different stablecoins is expensive. Sometimes moving the same stablecoins cross chain can go up to like 30 bips, and that does not count for the actual slippage of swapping, say for example USDT and USDC. So, but under the hood, they are backed by the same US dollar, right? So this is the first problem that we're trying to address with the current market cap, with the current momentum. They shouldn't be there. And currently with Near Intent, we can lower down to almost 1-on-1 with the exception of some gas payment that need to be addressed. And second thing is, second reason of why we launched this is because with the introductions of the Genius Act in the US, we see, and they're currently already evidently, there's more stablecoins coming out to the market. So for example, like USDH, MUSD, Cash, PYUSD, etc. And there's just going to be more stablecoins coming out to the market, and tying up to different use cases out there. So with that, the complexity will actually be greater, because with those like minor stable coins, there's going to be even like higher frictions, right? There's not going to be that many market makers, that many solvers that are going to serve their liquidity. So swapping between, for example, like MUSD to like USDC is going to be expensive, unless the pool of liquidity, which is like PYUSD doing on the curve. So with the intent network, we can actually improve significantly the capital efficiency through the solver network, and so that's why we built Stableflow. So the current setup of the Stableflow, where how we serve in the market, comes down to 3 pillars. One is by aggregating different market optimized stablecoin rails. So the good thing is that near intent is the best rail for moving most of the stablecoins, especially like swapping between stablecoins. But also, there are also some of the other solutions. For example, like USDT0, that's using the layer 0 FTs, and also the CCTP that comes with that supports like USDT and USDT0 transfer between different networks at 0 cost. So we basically aggregating, we're not only supporting them, but also aggregating them on top of near intent to making the transfer between transfer of stablecoins cross chain even like cheaper with some of the rails they don't tap into, right? Because they only serve the limited market, only single stablecoins, and near intent will serve like dozens of tokens. And secondly is there's a cool product feature called escrow intent, and we can leverage the escrow intent and also a close partner in the US to work more closer to the issuance layer, such as the bridge and Anchorage. And by tapping into that directly, we can get not only better pricing and deeper liquidity, but also serving more stablecoins. And that's coming by the end of the month. And I believe some of you already familiar with the stablecoin transport protocol. And we are basically helping the development of STP with together with Proximity. And with this, we can also improve the solver capital efficiency, enabling them to access more liquidity and hence giving tighter quotes at scale. So we've been serving the market for about a small couple months, and right now I was hope we can approach we can reach 100 mil in volume today, but we're not there, but we're very close. So the reason we have done that is we can do that is because with zero marketing still today, zero paid marketing till today. So it is because we're leveraging like some cool tech stack, right? And also we're using the tech stack to serve some of the like specific market problems. Like what I said, the Tron ecosystems and also the Hyperliquid ecosystems. And the Tron ecosystem was supported, I think, not very long after the launch of the product, probably like in a couple weeks. And now like Tron volumes is ranked like the 3rd largest on Stableflow. And we also built some of these more features like energy gas savings to help Tron users to move their stablecoins across chain at a much cheaper rate. And compared to some of the like other examples in the market, like Tron cross chain transfer can cost up to like $140 sometimes due to the design of their network gas design. And with near intent, normally it can send tokens at usually around like $4 to $5, and with Stableflow we can lower down by another like 50 to 60%. And with Hyperliquid, basically what we have done is we've done we put together the near intent transfers and also the Arbitrum to Hyperliquid deposit into basically like single transactions, and allow users to not only by logging on to like see their liquidity balance, but also be able to top up using near intent and at the market lowest rate into the Hyperliquid account using stablecoin balances across the different networks. So these are only 2 examples, and all of the features that we developed are included in the Stableflow APIs documentations, and you can see it. You can access it very easily on Stableflow website, and it comes with free API, 0 platform fees, and you can actually because we're running on the intent, it can allow you to define your own affiliate fee structure, and we also give our partners close integration support. Yeah, and on top of that, we will be keep adding more stablecoin rails into that. So you'll not be able to only get near intent quotes, but also get like USDT 0 and CCTP, and also some other like stablecoin rails and routes, liquidity routes that we integrate with. Finally, on the roadmap, some small launches. So next week, near intent is going to a solver is going to scale up the transaction capacity to 2 mil per transaction. Currently, it's capped at 1 mil. So and we'll be basically we've been observing in the market that some transaction can actually go up to like 800 to 900K, right? And this will probably just free up some of the whales to start using us. And we also launching the aggregated routing, aggregating the USDT 0 and CCTP together with near intent next week, and launching it next week in a couple of days. And that will allow us to serving some of the networks that not being served on near intent first. And I believe they will launch the feature that will enable near intent transaction to carry a message on the destination chains that will basically address our current problems. But that's in Q2. But before that, our aggregated routing will address that problems. And by the end of the month, some exciting stuff. We're gonna launch. We're gonna support working with Proximity or support USDH and MUSD and some other stablecoins. And I think we'll be the only party and to serve one-on-one conversion between USDH and USDC. And that's going to be important because it's especially important for traders to convert the assets because they're not only the traders on Hyperliquid, they could be also traders on Lighter or some other perps platforms. And so we're working on that. And if you're familiar with SDP, we are it will roll out. We'll be working with Proximity. If you're not, you can check out the Proximity Twitter. And if you do know SDP, we're rolling out in stages, and hopefully by end of Q1, we'll roll out SDP for solvers to start using SDP to leveraging up to increasing leveraging the liquidity to increasing their codes. And by Q2, we'll be opening up on Stableflow side for some retails to start using the saving vaults, because essentially like the solvers will be tapping into liquidity at a cost, and by calculating those cost of access of those stable coins, we can calculate how much APY we can offer to the users. Believe will be quite competitive yield to the market, and we'll be opening up the vaults in Q2 to the public users. Yeah, so if you want to try out, here's the application link. Here is the Twitter if you want to learn some more about Stableflow, and here is the community support channels if you in case you need our help. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much for coming, Boeing. Keep shipping. I love what you guys are doing. And the pace you're working at, it's a pleasure to watch.
Thank you. Yes.
All right, so you heard the man. Of course, not financial advice. Do remember to do your own research. But if you're interested in testing out anything that Bowen just talked about, I highly recommend going to www.app.stableflow.ai and check out what Bowen and the team have been shipping steadily for a little more than a year now. It works like a charm. All right, next up we have Artem from the Near Foundation, who has been doing a little bit of hacking or building some stuff for the OpenClaw community, integrating some Near stuff. So Artem, super excited to have you here and learn more about what you've been up to lately. Feel free to share your. Do you want me to go through the slides, or do you want to share screen?
Yes. Yeah. You can go through slides.
Yeah. Let me know when to press the next.
Okay. You can feel it maybe. Yeah. Yeah. Hi everyone. I'm Artem from Near Foundation, and today I'm excited to show you Near Intent CLI, a tool that brings AI-powered cross-chain trading to life. This is a command line interface for Near Intents, and when you combine it with tool like an OpenClaw or any other, magic happens. What is Near Intents? Near Intents know everyone, and I suppose everyone know Near Intents. As a reminder, instead you figure out how to bridge token, find the best exchange rate, navigate to multiple chains. You just state your intent. I want to swap 10 NEAR to BTC, and that's it. And behind the scenes, professional solver complete your best deal. They handle all complexity, routing, bridges, everything. And OpenClaw. Quick story, the AI agent, and we want to talk more about this one. It's gone through quite a journey. CloudBot, basically cloud AI with hands. It's AI, but it's not only chat, it's also doing things on your computer. The project becomes MoltBot, named after Molten, and final evolution, OpenClaw. People using it to automate everything from ML to blockchain. It's one of the hottest AI framework at the moment. And Near Intents CLI. So this is where things come together. Like Near Intents CLI is a bridge between Near Intents and AI agent like OpenClaw. On the left, you can see like it's CLI for Near Intents. You can execute cross-chain swaps right inside your terminal, works with Near, Ethereum, Solana, Stellar, basically every possible blockchain what Near Intent support. And the main key here, it's perfect for AI automation. And also on the right, you can see quick start, how to install it globally or locally and try to use it directly in your CLI. And key features of Near Intent CLI are cross-chain swaps, swap tokens between any supported blockchain, instant deposits. You can deposit whatever you want, whatever token Near Intent supports. You can also easily withdraw it when you're ready to cash out or move your funds. And also you can transfer it inside Near Intent's network to any other user who uses Near Intents. Every feature designed to be super simple, fast, and automation friendly. And how magic works, where it all clicks. So as human, when you talk into OpenClaw, the AI agent, you say something like, hey, OpenClaw, swap 10 NEAR to BTC. OpenClaw can understand intent, executes the right command using Near Intent CLI. The CLI communicates with Near Intents, which route your trade to the best solver, and that's it. Your swap executed. And flow, human, AI agent, CLI, and protocol Near Intents. No need to switch between interfacing, copy-pasted addresses, just chat with your OpenClaw, and OpenClaw can translate it into blockchain actions. And why it really matters? The old way, you open multiple wallets, manually bridge token between chains. It's not always clear. deal with gas fees, slippage. It's time consuming and error can happen. But the new way, just tell your intent, swap, and that's it. Automated execution by AI agent, intent-based, fast, secure, and clear. You don't need to be an expert with blockchain. You just talk to your AI agent, and the AI agent can do everything for you. And as get started, you can try it by yourself just to install it as global package. Or if you're using OpenClaw, you can just ask OpenClaw to install near intents from NPM. And everything open source, everything documented, how to use it from your own hand, how OpenClaw can use it. And we can try to grow community about this tech as well. And I prepared a small demo how OpenClaw can interact with near intents directly through Telegram, and I'm just chatting, and OpenClaw just executes my command, and that's pretty awesome touch. Yeah, I just created like fresh wallet generated by OpenClaw from near intent CLI, and I wanted just like deposit near token to it, and OpenClaw give me address. I can copy it. I send it some money to it, and I just ask to check my balances, and we will see this response. I already kind of have 5 near, and my second intent or just like message was I want to swap to near to BTC. Super easy. You describe what you want, and OpenClaw, or like in my case, it's Malteus. He can understand what to do and how to do it through near intent CLI, and that's basically it. He even asked me like, "Do you want to check your balance?" And yeah, I wanted to proceed with my balance to understand what's changed, and in a moment we can see like I already received some BTC, and that's it. And ideally, and it works, I can proceed with multiple requests at the same time in one like message. For this reason, I just asked OpenClaw to swap to near to USDC and withdraw it to my new my personal near wallet, and he can proceed through CLI with one command, just swap it, and after he figure out everything happened, and he can then execute command for withdrawing tokens from my internal wallet to my personal account, and that's basically it. After this, we can check balances again to understand what's happened. OpenClaw knows everything about each transactions, and we can even see that USDC was withdrawn, and he know about this one, and that's it. Super simple. Everything works like a charm. Only chat interface. No complexity. Basically, future of Web3 plus AI. Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming, Artem. I think this is a really great way to showcase how AI can all of a sudden interact with the blockchain world and make UX so much smoother. Really cool feature you built, and everyone, you heard the man. Get experimenting. Thank you so much for coming, Artem.
Thank you.
All right, and next up we have Jay from PingPay, and Jay has just released his product, and he's here to tell you much more about everything Ping. All right, Jay.
Hey, Peter.
You're in the hot chair. You know the deal. Let me know when to change the slides.
All right, yeah, let's jump into the first slide then. That would be great. Awesome. So, hey everyone, I'm Jay, and at PingPay, we've been building out the orchestration layer for payments, leveraging the universal liquidity layer of near intents. Next slide, please, Peter. Just for a quick overview of what Ping is, Ping essentially sits at the center layer above fiat and all chains, acting as one payment network that connects all blockchains and fiat systems into a range of different use cases, such as SaaS products, e-commerce, donations, bill splitting, subscriptions, digital services, and agentic commerce. These use cases are facilitated by our core anything-to-anything payment offerings within the Ping layer, which I can tell you more about on the next slide. So yeah, we recently had the platform launch, opening up the usage of our core elements in the Ping layer, which are the Ping Checkout API and Ping Links, both of which can be accessed via the Ping dashboard. And of course, our chain abstracted on-ramp, which can be integrated via our SDK, and it also powers our pay with card features at checkouts too. So starting with the Ping API, the Ping Checkout API is an API in which teams can easily integrate into their applications and start accepting payments in any asset supported by Near Intents, while making sure that they're settling in the token that they want to receive. It offers 3 main payment flows out of the box: pay with wallet for all Near Intents assets on Near, pay with deposit for all manual deposits or QR code scans supported on Near Intents, and then pay with card. I do have a demo on this slide now, which Peter's going to show. Awesome. So it's easy to get started, and it can be integrated in less than 10 minutes. All you've got to do is add an API key in the dashboard and any webhooks you want to add. You can also then view all of the payments coming through that API in the payments tab, as well as in the sessions tab, see where people are dropping off in the funnel and making payment, and search any specific customers in the customers tab. The desired recipient wallet address in the settings tab is what you set for all API payments to go to, and they'll go to this wallet without needing to manually withdraw anything. So going on to Ping Links, they're a no-code solution for accepting anything-to-anything payments. You can create a hosted checkout in seconds, let users pay their way, and you receive the asset that you want to receive. The Ping Links dashboard section shows all of your links at a glance, things like the name, the description, whether it's a fixed or open amount, the amount you priced it in, and the volume made at each link. You can also filter them from active to inactive, manage them, whether that be sharing the link, copying the link, editing it to see if there's any changes you need to make, or deleting them entirely. You can also view the detailed section of each payment link to show the specific volume and individual payments made of that link. All progress statuses are shown here too, and you can also check the Intents Explorer for them, or export each payment into a CSV for bookkeeping purposes if you would like. So yeah, I think the next step is, okay, how do you make a payment link? It's designed to be super easy to set up. You just navigate to the Create Ping in the dashboard, enter your title. So in this example, it's Near Town Hall. The description would be Ping Links demo, the payment amount that you want to receive. Here you can choose the payment you want, whether it be fixed amount or if you want it to be open, which is good for things like donations or tipping. The payment maker just chooses the amount that they want to pay with at checkout. But for the sake of this demo, it is a fixed payment of 5 USDC on Near. And then, of course, the wallet that you would like the payment to go to. Then once the payment's created, you've got 3 options of how you can share it. Just sharing it via a standard link or copying it, or you can share it via the QR code option, which I think is a great feature for things like NearCon or ETHDenver or general events or activations. The QR code can be scanned in person to take them directly to make payment at that payment link, or you can also use the option to share directly on Twitter as well. So going through to this Ping link that we've just created, like I said before, there's 3 options for the ways to pay, all powered by Near Intents. Payment via wallet, payment via deposit, or payment via card through our chain abstracted on-ramp. For the deposit flow, you can pay via manual deposits from any chain. You can see here all of the chains that are supported via Intents. They're also an option. You can select it and get the quote for the deposit address to make payment. In the demo, it's obviously Zcash. This is good if you don't necessarily want to connect your wallet or pay from any chain. You can also scan the QR code on mobile and make payments directly from your mobile wallet. But in terms of the payment that I'm going to show in the demo, I'll go through the payment with wallet flow. You select the asset that you want to pay with. You can see the balances of what I can choose. In this option, I want to pay with Near. It then gets the quote. You can also view more detailed transaction information if you want to look at things like fees. And then you approve the payment in your wallet. And then we move on to the waiting for payment stage. This is where Near Intents comes in, and it's being routed through Near Intents from Near in my wallet as the payment maker to the merchant's desired asset and destination wallet address. And once the payment is successful, this is then reflected in the dashboard, which we're going to flip back to now that payment's completed. So yeah, in the dashboard, you can see this has all been updated. It's reflected there that 5 USDC was received to the merchant wallet at that ping link. Then you can go on the detail tab, see that the payment success was successful, and also the pending ones that I did. This can also be viewed on the Explorer as well for full completion of the payment. That's everything in terms of the demo, but if we could jump on to the next slides. Thank you, Peter. I did want to say that Ping is also sponsoring a bounty for the Innovation Sandbox, which is currently happening. I'd love to see any teams build an application, an agent, or a SaaS workflow that uses Ping payments across fiat or crypto, whether that be anything from the API, Ping links, or the on-ramp SDK. We will be doing a workshop tomorrow at 3 p.m. UTC. So if you are interested, tune in. You can learn a bit more in detail about Ping outside of like the presentation format. And then if you could jump onto the final slide, please. Like I say, we've just launched, super excited about that. So you can get started today in the link to the dashboard, or you can view all of our documentation, or reach out via the Ping Twitter or my Telegram or Twitter. We've also just opened Telegram for Ping too. So if you want to scan that QR code and jump in, that would be awesome. But that's everything my side. Looking forward to see what people build with Ping, people using Ping. Feels really good to have this live. So thanks for having me.
Feels good, looks just as good, Jay. So huge congrats again on everything. And you heard it, the man. Go check out the Sandbox environment. This other Sandbox, Innovation Sandbox 2, build off Ping and maybe make some money as well. All right, Jay. Thank you for coming.
Thanks, man.
Bye. Okay. Next up, we have Klaus from Citizen House. Klaus, are you there, my man?
Hello.
Hello, welcome, Klaus. I know it's super early your time, but early bird gets the worm. So thank you so much for coming onto the show and telling us a little bit about Citizen House. I know that you have been presenting this a few times lately, but I think we cannot get enough of it. I think this is super cool what you've been doing. So Klaus, please feel free to do your thing. I'm just gonna add your screen to the stage. All right, everything is set.
Yeah, thank you, Peter. Welcome, everybody. My name is Klaus. I run Hack Humanity. We're a facilitation and product studio specialized in decentralized governance of AI and blockchain. And we've been working deeply with Near Foundation in the setup and launch of House of Stake. And alongside that, most recently, we've been building out Citizens House. And Citizens House is a one person, one vote governance system. Now, this has just gone live 3 days ago. And why do we need Citizens House? So specifically, we need it to facilitate the Near Community Purpose Trust proposal for the transfer of funds in a dissolution vote. So going back 2 or 3 years ago, there was an initiative of the Near Community Purpose Trust called NDC. And when that shut down, it left 3.3 million Near sitting in its treasury. And the only way to make use of that is to have a vote about it. And so the trust legal instrument stipulates it must be a one person, one vote voting system. And so that's what Citizens House is. And so we're asking people to go to citizenshouse.org, register your account, and you can participate in the vote. So how that's going to play out over the coming weeks is we have a 2-week verification period that started on February 2nd and will run up to Feb 16. So that runs for 14 days. Then we have Francesco, who's the enforcer of that legal trust, will post this proposal for people to view for 7 days. And then we have a 14-day voting period, which runs Feb 23 to March 9. And you have to have created your verified Near account in advance during that 2-week voting period in order to participate in that vote. So what it looks like is you can connect your wallet, then you sign a transaction proving ownership of that wallet. Then you verify your identity. We use a provider called SumSub. It'll prompt you through the following steps. You can add lots of different types of IDs, whether it's passport, driver's license, or other national ID cards. Then you do a liveness check. So your camera, either on your phone or your laptop, will pop up. You move your head around, and checks that you're a real human. It also checks that your face matches the face on the ID documents that you've supplied. Okay, and then we'll go to, and that'll run for 2 weeks. Then we have the 1 week, notification period, and then we have a 2-week voting period. So just to summarize, Verification is open. Go to citizenshouse.org if you want to participate and have your voice counted in this vote. And the other thing to note is, if we have, say, 1,000 people registered during this period, there's a quorum. A quorum is the minimum amount of people that then need to participate to make this vote valid. And that quorum amount is 7%. So if we had 1,000 people verify, then at least 70 people, 7%, would need to participate in the vote, and at least 50% or more, so 35 would need to vote in favor for this vote to be considered valid. And what people are voting on is to transfer that 3.3 million NEAR from its current location, which is the NEAR Community Purpose Trust, to House of Stakes Treasury, which will be the main governance mechanism for all of NEAR ecosystem, how we make decisions collectively across different nodes, token holders, etc., etc. So, and at the same time, we'll dissolve and shut down the trust. That will be the detail of the proposal. So, yeah, that's it. Back to you, Peter.
Thank you so much for coming, Klaus. And go in, sign up. I'm gonna do it now, Klaus, so I don't forget it. And I'm looking forward to test out everything you built. Thank you for coming. All right, last up but not least, we have Chris from Aurora. And Chris, how's it going?
Hi, how are you, Peter?
I'm doing well, thank you. Excited to hear more about what you guys have been up to lately on the Aurora team. Do you want to share screen or?
Yes, please. I want to share the screen. Yeah.
Yeah. 1 second. I'm just gonna move mine here and add yours. We're good to go. Chris, take it away.
Okay. Thanks, Peter. So, hi, I'm Chris at Aurora, and today I want to show you the Intents widget built by Aurora and powered by Near Intents. Near Intents already solve cross-chain execution at scale. What we build is the missing piece, a way for builders to use that power inside real apps with less friction. So here's the reality today. Users don't live on one chain, their capital is spread across ecosystems, wallets, and assets. But at the moment that matters most, so the funding, we still force them to bridge, switch networks, or leave the app entirely. That's where builders lose users. And Near Intents solve execution. Our goal is to make that solution accessible and usable by default. And this isn't theoretical. Near Intents already process around $2.5 billion USD in monthly volume with non-custodial settlement through Near's one-chain verifier, no breach risk. And the question we kept getting from teams was simple. This is great, but how do I put it inside my app? And that's that's exactly what led to Intents widget. Out of the box, the widget supports 20 plus chains and 75 plus assets, and this will only grow as Near Intents supports more networks and tokens. That means you're immediately compatible with where users already hold value without custom integrations, routing logic, or chain by chain work. So let me show you what it looks like in practice. So here is our Intents widget. You can configure it with different options. You can specify which networks you want to display in your widget. You can do the same with the tokens. You can turn off and on some of them. You can specify default buy and sell tokens. You can enable or disable account abstraction. You can use your own wallet or use a built-in one. You can specify the fees. And then also you can tweak design to your liking. And then you just export this code and use it in your app. So as you saw, this is a visual builder. You configure design, widget behavior, then export the code. And now, one of the use cases is instant on-ramps. A trader holding USDC on Arbitrum can instantly fund a perp position on Starknet or a Near-based app. No bridging, no network switching, no explanation required. For trading apps, this directly translates into higher conversions and less drop-offs. The widget also includes native monetization. You can set up a general fee or granular fees based on any swap routes. Fees are transparent to users and create a clean revenue stream without building custom infrastructure. So for teams that want speed, you can drop a production-ready embedded widget directly into your app. It handles swaps, deposits, and withdrawals in one interface, fully powered by Near Intents. And to make things even easier, we prepared a Claude skill that installs and configures the Intents widget in about 60 seconds. It helps with wallet connections, supported chains, tokens, fee logic, and even deciding when to use the widget. So here's what that setup looks like end to end. So now I'm not sure if the video is going, or the audio is going to play from this video. So please confirm, Peter.
Let's install.
Everything is good?
Using the Claude skill. So first
Yeah,
of all,
you hear it?
folder, you can just import the skill.
Yeah.
And then verify that it is installed. And then you can start Claude. From here, you can also verify that it has the skill detected. And as you can see it here, the Intents widget. So now we can prompt Claude to create a simple app. So simple prompt, create a simple demo page that only displays the Intents swap widget, guide through the choices I have to make. First decision we need to make is the stack, so we use Next.js. Standalone or dApp, so we do standalone so that the wallet connect is integrated into the widget. And selective VM. And finally, let's go for Dart. It's also asking us to install the SDK. So yes, it's approved. Now it's adding the styling to the widget. It finished building. It had a couple of build errors that it fixed in its own, and now we're ready to run it locally. Finally, you can open your local server to see the widget appear. This is a fully functional widget. You can connect your wallet, you can trade on it, do everything that the widget allows you to do. So that's it. As you can see, it's not really complex to implement the widget. Literally just one prompt of code, and you should be set up.
Cool. And this is in just tooling. We also support teams with positioning, excuse me, launches, announcements, demos, and co-marketing. Focus on UX improvements enabled by Intents. Who benefits from this? This is useful across the ecosystem. So wallets, trading apps, DeFi dashboards, token projects, anywhere users need to move value across chains. So if this resonates, try it, build with it, and tell us what you think. Everything is live today at intents.aurora.dev. Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming, Atom. I think it's a really cool widget you built, and try it out, everyone. Get building and help with Chris and the team improve the product. All right, Chris. Have a great night.
Yep.
See you.
Thanks, Peter. Bye.
Okay, everyone. We're at the end of the town hall. Just gonna share my screen. As always, a kind reminder. Remember to join the Near Legion. This is where the beat of Near is. And as a member, you can join the Epoch Collab Core once you have earned your way all through the ranks and get a peek behind the scenes of Near. You can get more influence. And as always, you can arrange and participate in IRL local events in your city or country. This has happened in several cities all over the world so far, and only more events are going to happen over the course of the next year. And last up, of course, the main event for Near Protocol of the year is the NearCon conference held in San Francisco from February 23rd to February 24th. It's going to be a lot of interesting presentations and talks from industry leaders, from everything from AI infrastructure, AI developers to banking and commerce infra. So if you're around in San Francisco, do remember to go to nearcon.org and sign up in order to attend. This is going to be a really, really great event where everything that has just been that Ilya and the teams of the Near Protocol have been shipping lately is going to come much more into detail, and I'm pretty sure, as usual with NearCon, there are going to be some pretty serious and big announcements. So stay tuned for February 23rd and 24th for everything Near. Thank you for watching. As always, remember to do your own research. Nothing of what is presented on this stream should be considered financial advice. However, I would say that with proven product traction, with proven product market fit, Near is positioned at the intersection of three: AI infrastructure, the universal liquidity layer for assets and commerce, aka Near Intent, aka the layer for agentic commerce, and of course, something that we pride ourselves with and think is extremely important in this world, AI privacy. What Near AI have been building with the AI cloud and keep building out is a part of the sovereign AI stack, slowly but surely taking shape. We believe that privacy is not a feature, privacy is the future. So private AI, if you ask us, is one of the most important things to solve for in the coming years. Well, all we have to do is win one of these markets, and then we can benefit from all of three of them. Let's go, Near fam. So if you're building something amazing, this stage is yours. Don't hesitate to hit us up, and remember to subscribe to Near Week to stay in the loop. See you next month, everyone. Keep building, and looking forward to see some of you in San Francisco. Have a great evening. Stay near.
Thanks for watching. Truly, OpenAI is near. Follow Near Protocol. Subscribe to Near Week.